Graveyard for life. I'm a free sage. Your market value is crashing. Victory screech. Dismiss. Sad news, you guys are soaking in lukewarm water and boiling to death without noticing. That I'm gonna give you the conclusion first. You guys are completely fucked. Oh no, I know what you're thinking. Op is just baiting again. He's just a karma whore. You were about to scroll past, weren't you? Stop your thumb. Right there, fam. This isn't a laughing matter. Right this second, whether you're rotting in bed, locked in the toilet, or hanging onto a strap on a packed train with dead eyes, that feeling you have. Today sucks, but I guess I'll manage feeling. Do you realize that is the exact poison that is definitely going to kill you? Today's theme is this, the boiling frog theory. I'm sure some of you Chads have heard of it, but today I'm going to ruthlessly apply this to our pathetic lives and prove just how much you guys are currently frogs on the verge of being cooked. If I were to give this a thread title, it'd be Sad news, you guys are soaking in lukewarm water and boiling to death without noticing. That's the one. Alright, here's today's menu. First, The Boiling Frog, a documentary on you degenerate. We'll review the basics here. Second, sad news, the temperature in my company and my room is rising too hot. This is where I hit you with reality. And finally, third, theory. Your life has already passed the point of no return. This is the finishing blow. We're doing this in 3 parts, so clean out your ears and listen up. Alright, first up, The Boiling Frog, a documentary on you degenerates. So what the fuck is the boiling frog theory anyway? The original source is a physiological experiment from the 19th century. Now, scientifically speaking, some people say, actually, the frog would jump out if it got hot. But shut up. We're talking about this as a metaphor used in business and organizational theory, so just press F to pay respects to the science and roll with it. I'll explain it in a too long, didn't read format for you. If you throw a frog into boiling water, it gets surprised and jumps out, right? But if you put it in water and slowly turn up the heat, the frog doesn't notice the temperature change, feels good, and eventually boils to death without ever escaping. Isn't that terrifying? Big yikes, right? Normally, running away from danger is a biological instinct, but this slowly part bugs out the human brain. Imagine you're the frog. The water goes from 20 degrees to 21 degrees. You think, got a bit warmer. Nice bath temperature. It's like a sauna. You might even be saying, I'm vibing. Then it goes to 25, 30 degrees. The frog adjusts its body, functions to adapt. It thinks, I'm an absolute unit at adapting. This is easy. But that adaptation is the trap. You use up all your stamina adjusting. By the time you realize it's 45 or 50 degrees and think, oh shit, it's hot. You don't have the leg strength left to jump. You just sit there, getting stewed, waiting to become delicious soup stock. That is the boiling frog. You guys are laughing my ass off. But this isn't about someone else. This is literally us. Every single day, living the same boring routine, thinking, nothing special happened today. Nice and peaceful. In that exact moment, the fire under the boiler is getting stronger. The change is just too small to see. Human senses react to sudden changes with a nani. But for slow changes, we are absolutely clueless. Don't you think that's a glitch in our survival instinct? Okay, moving on. Second theme. Sad news, the temperature in my company and my room is rising too high. This is where the real shit starts. I'm going to perform surgery on your real lives. First, work. You guys have complaints about your current company, right? Pay is trash, boss is brain dead, no future. You're bitching about it at the bar or on SNS every day. But you don't quit, do you? You know why? Well, I can still pay the bills. It's not like I'm dying. Job hunting is a pain in the ass. There it is. Hey, that right there. That is exactly the 25-degree lukewarm water. Even if your salary hasn't gone up in 10 years, it didn't get cut in half overnight, so you can endure it. When a colleague quits, you convince yourself he was just an overconscious normie, unlike me. Even if the company's performance drops 1% every year, you look the other way saying, we're still in the black, it's fine. This is the same for the management, by the way. We're still making a profit. Next year will be a V-shaped recovery. They postpone radical reforms and just mess around with cutting minor expenses. That's just adding a cup of cold water to the pot. The fire isn't out, you know. Private life is the same. Especially for us single guys, this is going to be on the test. I don't have a girlfriend, but I have the internet, so I'm not lonely. Gaming and watching anime all day on holidays. This is peak life. I get it. I feel you. I'm the same. It feels amazingly comfortable, wasting time doing whatever you want without anyone bothering you. Slurping cup noodles, scrolling through summary sites, typing a mail. That moment gives you a massive dopamine hit. But listen, that comfort is actually a lethal dose of opium. Look at your classmates. Getting married, having kids, buying houses, leveling up in life despite the struggle. While you're mounting them saying that looks like a graveyard for life, I'm a free sage, your market value is crashing. Before you know it, you're an old man. Before you know it, there's no one around. Just you and me in the pot. The water is over 80 degrees. That's already overkill. And then you guys say this, I'll get serious someday. Now is not the time. Press X to doubt. Oh, that someday is never coming. Why? Because you are too optimized for the current temperature, and you're terrified of going out into the cold wind. Your skin, soaked and soggy in lukewarm water, can't handle the outside wind. You are choosing a slow suicide called status quo. Now finally, the third part. Theory. Your life has already passed the point of no return. Hearing this, some of you Chads thought, nah, I'm still in my 20s. I'm still early 30s. If I get serious, I can fix it. That thought process is the most dangerous thing here. Listen, the scary part about the boiling frog is that it doesn't realize it's dying until right before it dies. When the temperature passes the critical point, there's no return. What do you think happens to the frog? Does it writhe in agony? No. It's conscious. It thinks, this might be bad. But its body won't move. The heat has denatured the proteins and the muscles don't work. The brain is screaming run, but the body doesn't twitch. It's like sleep paralysis. Can you imagine the despair of being boiled alive while fully conscious? In your life, this is the state of being 40s. No work history, no skills, no savings, no connections. You think maybe I'm in trouble and open a job site. Application requirement, up to 35. Game over. Go to a marriage hunting party. You get filtered out by income at the door. Dismissed. This is what body won't move means. There are no at-bats left to hit a reverse grand slam. Who was the guy who said, you can start over anytime in life? That's irresponsible bullshit. That only applies to the guys who saved enough leg strength to jump out of the pot. You're making a yikes face now. Ooh, good. Keep that face. Finally got a sense of crisis? It's not the time to be laughing with a face like a boiled octopus. Look in the mirror. Maybe, you literally have the shadow of death on you. So, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna stay silent and become a stew? Or are you gonna jump out of the pot even if it burns your skin? Well, you don't have to do anything extreme like I'm quitting my job tomorrow to launch a startup, or I'm going to a street dating party. I know you guys don't have the balls for that. And if you move too fast, your heart will stop. First, start by looking at the thermometer. Your age, income, market value of your skills, remaining life. Numbers don't lie, although liars use numbers, so you gotta be careful. But you have to face reality. Also, I'll teach you one good method. This is good news. Hit the subscribe button on this podcast right now. Just doing that might break one chain of the status quo. Well, subscribing won't dramatically change your life or anything. But at least while you're listening to me here, you can realize, I'm currently being boiled, right? Just having that self-awareness might raise your survival rate by about 1%. I can Yes, smash that like button while you're at it, fam. If you don't subscribe, you're seriously gonna get turned into soup. I'm just thinking of using the subscriber count as firewood to raise the temperature of your pot even more, though. I'll be watching from the high ground while you guys simmer at the edge of the boiling pot. Alright, let's wrap this up. Conclusion? Jump out of the pot before you cook. That's it. Don't think anyone is going to turn off the fire for you. The government, your company, your parents, nobody is turning off that fire. In fact, they're just pouring oil on it saying, work harder, pay taxes. Only the guys who realize their own ass is on fire can survive. It's cruel, but that's reality. Well, I'm talking big, but I'm also speaking while snuggled up in my futon right now. I'm a prime candidate for a boiling frog, too. Maybe getting boiled together with you guys while cannibalizing each other isn't such a bad way to go. You think I'd say that? I'm escaping, even if I have to use you guys as stepping stones. I talk too much. I'm thirsty. I'm gonna drink some Coke. Anyway, today's lecture ends here. Did you wake up a little, or are you gonna despair and go back to sleep? Do whatever you want. Next episode preview, I'll explain the just world hypothesis. For those flower-brained chads who think hard work always pays off or bad deeds get punished, I'm going to destroy that fantasy in the next stream, so shake in fear while you wait. Alright, tomorrow is early, so I'm sleeping. Victory Screech. Dismissed.